remembered, only remembered for what we have done.
Any separation has always been painful. The experience of losing a loved one creates a feeling of hopelessness. This is the attitude of the disciples of Emmaus on the third Easter Sunday.
Only remembered for what we have done.
They had abandoned everything, goods, family, business, to follow Jesus. And suddenly, the foundation of their faith crumbles. Jesus is put to death on the cross. Now, on their way back, speaking of the death of their master, Jesus, a man approaches and walks with them. A way of saying that to those who have agreed to follow Jesus, he always joins them on their roads. Jesus joins us. He is there with us because he knows our painful situations. He comes to meet men to make them discover his hidden mystery. And how? First, by listening to his word. Indeed, Jesus on the road takes the time to explain the scriptures to them. It was to make them understand that all these texts spoke only of him. Then and finally, the Eucharist. When they arrive in their village, these two disciples asked Jesus to stay with them because the day was falling. And during the meal, Jesus takes the bread, blesses it, and shares it. It was then that their eyes opened and they recognized him. Indeed, the Eucharist must allow us to recognize Christ and become his witnesses, the witnesses of his resurrection. The Eucharist must call us to solidarity with the poorest. This is why, as disciples of Christ, we are called to open our hearts and to share with those who are hungry, those who are wounded by life. And when they recognized Jesus, these two disciples went to announce that he was truly risen. This wants to lead us to understand that the encounter with the risen must make us evangelizers, those who announce the good news of Jesus. These are the strong signs who makes Christ recognized as living today in the world and in the church. Happy Sunday to you all.